Her marriage to her sister's blind billionaire fiancé was a sham. But when he touched her, she felt something that was very real. Her heart shattered into a million pieces. Why did her own sister do this to her? How could she be so selfish? At that moment, Amelia felt nothing but hatred for her. 6 months ago, Olivia had gotten engaged to the richest man in the world. Everyone was shocked because no one had ever seen the man. He was completely blind and lived in a mansion all by himself. The wedding was an extravagant affair with all of the rich and famous in attendance, and after the ceremony, the newlyweds left for their honeymoon suite. "I have a surprise for you," said Olivia. "You will be spending the night with your sister." She turned off the lights and left. When Olivia entered the room, she saw the bride sitting on the edge of the bed crying. "What's wrong?" she asked. "How could you do this to me?" The bride cried. "You knew I didn't love him. I was only pretending." Olivia sat down on the bed and took her sister's hand. "I'm sorry, but it had to be this way. He's the only one who can save our family from bankruptcy." It turned out that the groom was a billionaire. He owned several companies and had a net worth of billions of dollars. But he was also blind. He can't see. "Olivia, how am I supposed to spend the night with a blind man?" "Just pretend, please, for just one night. It will mean everything to me." But then came the most shocking part. Olivia told her sister that she wasn't marrying a blind man. "He can see perfectly well. It's just that he pretends to be blind so that no one will bother him. He agreed to marry me because I pretended to be someone I'm not. I told him that I loved him and that I wanted to marry him. He believed me. But now I need you to pretend to be me." After hearing what her sister had done, Amelia was furious. She couldn't believe that she had been duped, but she also felt sorry for her sister. "Why didn't you tell me any of this before?" she asked. "Because I was afraid you wouldn't agree. But please, I need your help. Just pretend to be me for one night, please." Amelia knew that her sister was desperate, so she agreed. She went into the bedroom and got into bed next to the stranger. "Good night," she whispered. The man turned toward her and said, "Thank you for being here. I know this is a lot to ask, but I need your help." "What do you need?" she asked. "I need you to pretend to be my wife. I'm sorry, but I can't let people know that I'm getting married tonight. My father would never approve, and I don't want him to find out." She looked at the man and saw that he was crying. "Of course, I'll pretend to be your wife. Don't cry." As the night wore on, Amelia began to feel something she hadn't felt in a long time. She began to like the man. He was kind and funny and charming, and even though he was blind, he was able to make her laugh. Then suddenly, he put his hand on hers, and she felt a jolt of electricity shoot through her body. She pulled away from him, surprised by her own reaction. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "I didn't mean to do that." He didn't say anything. He just reached out and touched her again. And when he did, she felt the same jolt of electricity. She realized that she had never felt this way about any other man. So she closed her eyes and leaned into his touch. In that moment, she forgot that she was just pretending. She forgot that he was blind. All she could feel was the warmth of his body, the sound of his voice, the smell of his skin. Suddenly, the door burst open and Olivia stood there with a shocked expression on her face. "What are you doing?" she cried. "I'm so sorry," whispered Amelia. "I didn't mean to make love to you." "It's okay," said the blind man. "I didn't mind." Olivia was stunned. She couldn't believe what she was hearing. She looked at her sister and then at the man, and then she started laughing. "Oh my God, this is the best news I've heard all day. You're actually together." "I knew it." They were all three shocked. "What do you mean?" asked Amelia. "I knew you two would get together," said Olivia. "That's why I set you up." "What?" screamed Amelia. "You did this on purpose." "Of course," said Olivia. "Don't you see? This was the only way I could get close to him. I'm sorry, but I had to do it." Amelia was furious, but she couldn't help but feel a sense of satisfaction knowing that her sister had finally found true love.